for 12 hours and he unadded me. Know your worth, King. I ain't for you.
Girls will literally turn down the same guy 7 times, but as soon as that guy gets a girlfriend, that girl is jealous.
I mean, I was gonna say no, but why are you saying no?
Because we're not.
I know, but why do you sound so definitive about it?
I wasn't being definitive.
It sounded like...
Friends come after. Why we have to lie on the basis of what this is about. Friendship is built after the romantic interest foundation is built. You can't build something on a lie. He ain't trying to be your friend. He's not. He's trying to pursue you, whether it's romantically or for a relationship. We could confuse this thing. Oh, we should be friends first. No, because that's him faking. You say you want a guy to be straight up with you, right? You want him to stop beating around the corner, right? You want him to be direct with you, right? Starting it on a friendship is a lie. And he'd be lying to you. But is that what you want? No, friendship comes after the fact. You guys already have a romantic interest established. Then you can start to be friendly with one another and do friendly things. But if it's not on that basis of romanticism, it's a lie. Because he doesn't want to be your friend. He wants you. So yes, you're right. Guys don't know how to be because they don't want to be. It's not their interest. You want a guy to be direct, that's him being direct.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women admit they hate when you move on after they reject you in modern dating. We got action. Let's cook.
I recently got rejected from my guy friend, and it was tough. He's a lot shorter than me, too. He comes up to my shoulders, and I'm like 5'5", 5'6", depending on my weight, but I put it all on the line, and he did not feel the same way. I was so embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. Like, the only thing I can do is just hold my head up high just so I never see him again.
She got rejected in the back end, but on the front end, who really got rejected? And you can tell that she never wanted this guy like that because she's clowning his height. She has no options left, so now she wants to reach back into the bag of nice dudes, the friend zone dude. She wants to try to pull him out, but he says, it ain't about to go that easy like that. It's not about to go down. I know who I am. See, it doesn't matter what they think of you. Because look, right? She's trying to pull him back out the bag, no matter if she thinks of him highly or she doesn't, but she doesn't have the ability to. You're not going to sit here and tell me that this guy just wanted to be friends with her the whole time. Nah. Typically how it goes is they put men in the friend zone. And if he was really your friend, you would have never been looking at him in this way. She's throwing a Hail Mary, looking to hit the buzzer beater, and he ain't going. See, it's not attractive to take a woman who never saw you like that in the beginning. And men are all about making things uncomplicated and remaining attractive. Speaking of that, let me put you onto a great deal. The sponsor of today's video is Tej Hanley. Tej Hanley skincare routine is simple and uncomplicated, made just for men. I know a lot of guys think that they don't need a skincare routine, but once you give this stuff a try, it is going to blow your mind, okay? There's a lot of things that are going to come in the box that you're going to get. You're going to get a face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. They take care of everything. This is literally going to enhance your skin. You're going to be ready to fight the day, get through it, and even when you're in front of people, they're going to start to ask you, what are you using? And on top of that, they have a clay mask that you can use. They have a retinol stick, which is my personal favorite. They have all these tips and tricks to make your skin pop, but don't take it from me, guys. You can check the reviews. They have tons of great reviews, and it comes with an instruction card that makes it even more simple. It tells you how much to use, when to use it, and in what order. If you guys want to sign up for this skincare routine, you're going to get 40% off plus 20% off for life. I repeat, 40% off plus 20% for life. You are not going to find a deal like this anywhere else that's genuinely trying to help men look and feel their best. You are him, they are them. Do not waste time, guys. Click that link in the description and get started today.
Why is it when you friend zone a guy and you don't want to be with him, they kind of unfollow you, they get nasty, they're rude to you? And, you know, I've been talking a lot about this and I've been looking at people's comments, and some guys, not all, have been saying, come on, you know why a guy doesn't like it when you're friend zone. And I've spoken about this to my male friends, and it's like, you know, it hurts their ego. They should remove themselves from a situation straight away. Why? I just don't want to be with you. There are plenty of women out there. You know, there's women way hotter than me, way more sexier, I'm sure. Why does it matter? I remember this back at school. Some boys wanted to be with me, others didn't. And yes, it hurt me, but let me tell you, whoever doesn't want to be with me, it really makes me reflect on myself and think, and it kind of makes me a better person. Yes, I don't want to go through that constantly because it's not a nice form of rejection. I sound loaded, but I do think women, we decide who we sleep with. And men, they kind of decide if they want to have a relationship or commit to you. Also us too, but I'm not explaining this right, but you know exactly what I mean. And I do feel when there's this dynamic, like, oh no, he won't like if I'm friend zoning him, like, it kind of forces you into something else. The other day I was working and I saw this assistant, and anyway, he was the assistant, definitely not my type, but he did a really kind, generous act throughout the day. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. This is actually what made me think about this. And I was thinking, if you really get to know someone and you get to see things about them, because honestly, that assistant, like I felt something. I was like, wow, that is such a nice thing. And I'm not saying I want to date him. It made me think differently about him in that sense. My experience as a woman, I really have to get to know a guy. I have to see things about him. I have to study him. I have to watch him. And that only comes with time. The grey zone is not always a bad thing. It will become a solid colour soon, I promise you. And it always goes back to this thing, like how guys in the past that I don't want to be with will like unfollow me or kind of be rude to me or not really want to engage in any way. And I'm just like, but I thought you liked me. So which one is it? You just wanted to sleep with me and claim me as your like girlfriend so I can be like this thing, or you like me as a person? I don't get it.
She's asking why men have a problem with being friend zoned. Listen, women are not your friend like that. Because if they are, there's no romantic interest. When you're talking about friends versus friend zone, it's two completely different things. You know why men don't want to be in the friend zone. It's very disrespectful. The best relationships don't start out as friends, because it's always the guys that you want like that you're willing to rush for. Those are the guys that you break the rules for. The guys that are good for you, the guys that will wait, that do want to actually get to know you, these guys need to be put through the ringer. Absolutely not. And they always manipulate when they're talking. She's saying, oh, an assistant at her job, her place of work, right? She saw him do some act of kindness and now she's looking at him different. But people, she's like, but I'm not like interested in him like that. I don't want to date him. So what sense does it make even bringing that up before? No, men don't like it. Just accept it. See, when men are direct with women, women can't manipulate anything. They can't go this way, this way, up, down, A, B, B. No, they have to answer directly to that. And they don't like that because they can't use you. Because women will tell you a bunch of things that amount to the same thing. I think we should wait. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready for a relationship. I just got out of a relationship. You're a really great guy. Maybe something can develop. All of this stuff would never be said to you if she really likes you. But another part about it is men are not accepting the friend zone. Men will be like, okay, men will get a girlfriend. Men will go elsewhere. There's still a problem with it because at the end of the day, they want to use you for attention, and we don't play by the same sets of rules. I don't give a damn what woman is giving me attention. She's not giving me box. She's not bringing me money. She's not making my life better. No, I don't need her attention. She can keep her attention. I'm telling you, only little boys crave a woman's attention. I'm serious, bro. Like, to a certain degree, I can understand men wanting women's attention, but wanting it the same way that women want it for it to lead nowhere, no, I don't see that. We're not the same, and we don't play by the same sets of rules. It's the only reason why they have a problem when you go about your business and respect yourself. Let's get the next one.
So I go on a Hinge date this weekend with this guy, and I tell him on the app before we ever get off the app, I'm like, hey, I'm looking to take things slow. So if the first couple of times we hang out, you know, if it comes to 2 or 3 hangouts, whatever, it feels like 2 friends just getting together, you know, that's what I want. I'm looking to take things slow. And he goes, yeah, I'm in it for the long haul, meaning like he wants a relationship. So he's like, that's cool. And I was like, great. And then he starts texting me. And his texts are like a little bit too flirtatious for like the messaging I just given him. You know, I'm like hanging out with my friends, and he's like, "What are you up to?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with my friends." And he's like, "Oh, I bet you look so cute." And I'm like, "Well, maybe I do. I know that I do, but you don't know that I do because we haven't met yet." Or I'll say something like, "Hey, we're making plans." And I was like, "Hey, can we go to this coffee shop instead of this other coffee shop?" And he's like, "Well, as long as I get to see you this weekend, it doesn't really matter where we meet up." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's generous, but also what?" I'm like, "Whatever. Okay, we have these plans. I'll meet him in broad daylight. Fine." So we go, we have coffee. Everything's fine. Like, you know, just a pretty average, like, two people meeting up for coffee kind of date. And then he walks me to my car, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is fun. We should do it again sometime." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So we say goodbye, and then I text him after, and I'm like, "Hey, it was really nice getting to know you." And I hear nothing. I don't hear a dang thing. I'm like, well, that's strange, considering the lead up to this date. He's been very communicative. He's been very in my phone. But I'll give him a day. And so I follow up today. I'm like, "Hey, if I'm reading the room correctly, perhaps you're not interested anymore. And, you know, that's fine. Just let me know. Just let me know what you're feeling." Because we left the date being like, let's hang out. And then now it doesn't seem like you want to hang out. And nothing.
See, women will try to make it difficult for you to have access to them, or they'll just make it difficult. They'll be super annoying in the beginning. And this woman's talking about he went radio silent, like he just cut it off because you're being difficult for no reason. And I find it funny that she's like, "Oh, he's doing all this flirtatious stuff, but we haven't even met yet." Bro, they will suck off a celebrity for nothing more than a story to tell. But first they got to find somebody who will care to listen to it. That's all they'll get in exchange for that. You don't know them. You don't know him. The guy they really want like that, they don't even need to know him. They just need to know what type of guy he is. Don't fall for the manipulation. So she's like, he's asking me, you know, he's telling me, "Oh, I bet you do look really good. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we're together." If she was really interested in him, she would have been like, "Oh, you think I look good? Well, check this out." And she would have sent him a picture. If she was really interested in him, she would have been like, "Yeah, I feel the same way. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we're together." See, they're going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. And if you're slow, you're going to be like, "No, he was rushing." No. To a guy that's experienced, he understands that guy was not rushing. He wasn't. Especially on the apps. Women will be forward, they'll be direct, and they'll be accepting of your directness. They don't care, bro. When they're really feeling you, they don't care. They'll come over to the crib the second date. They'll meet up with you for little to nothing. They'll pull up on you. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you guys this. I said this in a prior video. When you get into the double digits, and there's guys in the triple digits, quadruple, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying the double digits, when you start making things happen with women on the regular, or throughout your years, you just look back and you're like, "Yeah, I had this one, I had this one, I had her friend, I had her friend, I had this friend group, you know, we were here, we were there, I got with women from everywhere," right? You start to pick up on patterns, and you can't unsee anything, bro. You can't. You're lying to yourself at this point. That's how used to women, like, that's just how used to the game you are. So if I'm used to women making it extremely easy for me, I'm used to women, even if I do wait, it's by my choice. It's not a woman telling me we have to wait and I have these rules. No, it just naturally flows. That's another thing. You understand that you don't push things on women, yet they naturally flow. When a woman is doing something that just puts a wedge in there, you're like, "I don't want to deal with it." You abort mission because you're so used to things just going easy like Sunday morning. So the guy don't want to talk to you no more. It's your loss. See, this is the thing. They put up all this resistance and all of these games, but then when you go elsewhere, they have a problem with it because they missed out on an opportunity. "Oh, but he was saying all of this stuff." Why does it matter now? You were saying that he needed to slow down, right? You don't like it because his attention goes with him when he leaves. Let's get the next one.
So I've been talking to this guy, right? And talking is a light term, but we met like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago through like in a like professional setting, and it was cool. Like we kind of wanted to do business together, whatever. I wasn't really in the headspace to like date at the time, but you know, he would like always like my stories, text me, like kind of flirt here and there, and I would just kind of ignore it. Like I said, I just wasn't in the headspace, right? Then a couple months ago we saw each other again, and I was like, you know, I'm in a better headspace now. Like I could see like this guy's a little older, he has his stuff together, like he has 2 jobs, he is a man of God, like works out, whatever. Seems like he has his head on straight, right? Maybe I should give the good guy a chance. So he starts texting me like pretty consistently, and I am very busy. Like, I literally sit down at my desk at 8 a.m. and most days I don't leave until like 6 p.m. I am a workhorse. Like, I work myself way too hard during the week. So obviously I don't really have time to like text and date, whatever. But I want to. I'm like trying to be more open and curious with dating because I feel like I've taken it so serious the past couple years of my life. I'm just like, you know, I want it to be fun again. He's always double texting me too. Like, I won't respond because I'm busy, and then he follows up, how's your day going? How's your week? You know, like cute shit. But then yesterday he hit me up and he was like, he said, are you in the office all week? I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, oh, okay. I was just checking. Like, oh, okay. This is a very grown man, by the way. I'm like, okay. And he was like, well, he basically invited me over to watch the NBA finals with him and like drink wine. He was like, you want to have wine and watch basketball? Like, it could be cute. And I was like, to be so honest, like, I'm just not really like a slide on the first date type of gal. Like, no hate, you know, I do want to have fun, but like, you know, I feel like bare minimum is like, we could go to a bar, take me to dinner, like plan something, show some type of initiative. And I just feel like being in somebody's space whenever you don't know them very well is like very intimate and like kind of awkward. So yeah, just not my ideal first, like, we've been talking type of meetup. He's like, nah, I understand that. Just days are so long. I like to relax at the end of the day, but like if I change my mind, I'll let you know. First off, why are you letting me know? Like, I didn't already say no. I just see through that shit. Like, I'm like, why are you trying to flip the narrative?
So she rejects this guy's offer. He hits the Uno reverse. And she's confused by this because her ego is saying, no, I rejected you. But here's what actually happened. He said, oh, well, I'll let you know because this ain't about to stand in the way of my night. I'll let you know if I change my mind and act like a sucker and want to take you to dinner and do all of this stuff with you. I'll let you know. And just left it like that. And she's like, wait a minute, I rejected you. She's confused because this is push-pull game that they want to play, but men ain't playing it. Yo, you want to watch the finals or not? She said no. Went on about his business and watched the game. They think that you're about to stop time, continue to chase them. No. And it's not even like another option of a woman came along. Dude just respected himself and said, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do and I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to let this stop me. He didn't let some rejection stop him. They think when they reject you, it's supposed to make you try harder. Absolutely not. And you can see they're puzzled when you're like, okay.